Good evening, friends. I'm recording this video on one of the important judgment coming from Jharkhand High Court in the case of Mahadev Construction Company. Two important things is coming out from this judgment. First, the department cannot demand interest without issuance of so-called notice either under section 73 non-fraud cases or 74 fraud cases. Second, no recovery proceedings, garnishing proceedings under section 79 can be initiated unless this matter adjudicated where interest is admittedly disputed by the petitioner. Two good and important principle got decided in this particular judgment, and that we are capturing during this COVID-19. We know that lot of taxpayer has got some kind of communication or notices without DIN number from the department for recovery of interest. So for them it is beneficial. Kindly listen, this judgment is very good. And fact of the case is, so that you can understand these two subject matters, how important it is in GST. This petitioner was supposed to pay GST liability for February and March 2018. But they pay the liability in March 2019 on pretext there was some information popping up on GST and Common Portal which says that due date for filing return for February and March 18 is 31st March 2019. So this petitioner has paid the taxes and filed the return in March 2019, but they did not pay the interest amount. Hence, dispute lies only for interest. Now, department has issued communication to the petitioner. They have issued notice and initiated the recovery proceedings also under section 79, written to the petitioner bank to remit the amount to the tax department. Now in this particular writ, how it is being considered, listen very carefully because very important. What Honorable High Court has said, first, that even for demand of interest under sections 50 subsection 1 is automatic, no denial, but cannot be demanded till the time so cause notice is being issued under section 73 or 74. Now what is being considered? It is being considered that section 73 says when there is no non-payment of tax or short payment of tax, department can issue so-called notice for demand of tax amount along with interest and penalty. But in this case, tax was already paid in March 2019 pertaining to February and March 2018. So there was nothing like a case of non-payment of tax or short payment of tax. So question comes, and that was argued by department also, that no so-called notice required for demand of interest. What Honorable High Court has said and relied on section 73 subsection 1, subsection 5, subsection 6, subsection 7. I will request viewers to read these provisions for better understanding of this particular judgment. They have also relied their own judgment in the case of Godavari Commodities Limited and held when taxpayer was supposed to pay their liability by due date. So February and March 18 paid by 31st March 2019. Department said that this information which was coming on GST and Common Portal was wrongly read by the petitioner. This 31st March 2019 was only for such taxpayer and it was only meant for waiver of late fees. Those who could not file GSTR1 for the period July 17 to September 18 and to be filed by 22nd December 2018 to 31st March 2019. So it was only meaning for waiver of late fees. Petitioner saying that this was not stated specifically on Common Portal, hence read the due date for payment and filing return for February and 18 is February and March 18 is 31st March 2019. Now, in given context, if we understand that petitioner has paid the tax liability in March 2019, so there is no question of non-payment of tax. Now the question arises, can interest be demanded without issuance of so-called notice? How the Honorable Bench has read the provision section 73 subsection 1 read with subsection 5, 6 and 7. They say, and they relied this Godavari Commodities Limited their own judgment. They say when taxes are being paid beyond the due date, this petitioner has read due date incorrectly, and this incorrect information was popping up on GST and Common Portal. In a given situation, taxpayer has paid the liability, only dispute lies with interest. What they decided? If tax which is being paid beyond the due date, that will term as good as non-payment of tax. If there is non-payment of tax, that will result into issuance of so-called notice under section 73 or 74. And this issuance of so-called notice can happen for non-payment of tax or short payment of tax along with interest and penalty. They have read section 73 subsection 7, which says that if taxpayer has paid the tax liability on his own ascertainment, then department has to judge and check whether the taxpayer has paid correct liability. If not, then for differential amount of tax, department can issue so-called notice along with interest and penalty. Now, when they say that tax are being paid beyond the due date, which can be termed as a non-payment, result into issuance of so-called notice as per 73, which also says for interest and penalty. So in this case, tax was paid beyond the due date. Hence, which is now paid but interest lies. So so-called notice must be issued under section 73. Another fact which is being stated in this judgment and held by the Honorable Bench, they say interest under section 50 subsection 1 is automatic, no denial. But it can be disputed by the petitioner either on the basis of calculation or whether the levy, interest levy is existing or not. If that dispute persists, then it can be initiated only by way of issuance of so-called notice. It cannot be recovered by recovery proceedings initiated under section 79 of CGST Act. So this is the information which is very much important for those taxpayers who got similar communication or notices without DIN number for recovery of interest and even recovery proceedings initiated. This judgment will help till the time there is any contrary judgment coming from different high court, or this subject matter which is question of law, it's contrary decided by any other high court. And for section 79, it is being held in this particular judgment that recovery proceedings can be initiated only when amount is payable under GST Act and rules made thereunder, and which is not paid, then only recovery proceedings. So amount is payable only when that is getting adjudicated. Unless it is adjudicated, it is not amount payable. Hence, amount is not payable. There is no question of non-payment. Hence, recovery proceedings as initiated by the department, which is called garnishing proceedings, intimating to the petitioner bank for remitting the amount directly to the tax department, it's contrary. So decided even recovery proceedings cannot be initiated till the time the subject matter of interest is adjudicated, which is admittedly disputed by the petitioner. So conclusion of this judgment is that even for the interest, it is automatic under section 50, but it can be disputed by the petitioner either on calculation or levy itself. And for that demand of interest, so-called notice must be issued under section 73 non-fraud case or 74 fraud cases, and no recovery proceedings. Please, I am also highlighting one important parameter here, that you know that for recovery of interest, lot of dispute going on in the market, gross tax versus net tax, whether retrospectively applicable from 1st July 2017. GST Council has recommended 39 GST Council meeting held on 14th March 2020 held it should be on net tax liability, and that too retrospectively from 1st July 2017. But the proviso which got inserted under section 50 subsection 1, which talk about interest on net tax liability, unless any proceedings initiated under section 73 or 74, that proviso is still to be made effective. And that too for retrospectively, we all are looking for this amendment in the provision under section 50 subsection 1. For recovery proceedings, I was on recovery proceedings, and there is one interdepartmental communication. A senior government official has continued to say that interest can be demanded under section 75 subsection 12 of CGST Act without issuance of so-called notice under section 73 and 74. Now this judgment is going to help to all such taxpayer where recovery proceedings is being initiated under section 79 without issuance of so-called notice or adjudication of that subject matter. That can't be initiated. This is what being held in this particular judgment of Mahadev Construction Company. So this was very important judgment. I thought taking out my time and coming back to you and sharing this judgment. Now, we are doing a lot of webinar during this COVID-19 time period. We are staying back at home and we are watching many webinars. In case you feel like watching Bimal Jain once again and seeing different topic of GST which I am doing through different platform and webinar, you can kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Either you can include your number through Telegram or WhatsApp number. On this Saturday, which is 25th of April, I am doing one webinar for 9 branches of Maharashtra of ICAI. They are doing one webinar for 2 hours. The information is getting updated on my Facebook, my YouTube, my Twitter. For your convenience, you can subscribe for watching information on a right as and when basis. You can subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Telegram, and thereby you come to know that what all webinar and webcasts which I am doing, which can help every one of us together for better understanding, easy understanding of GST, which we all are trying to make GST as a good and simple tax. Thanks for watching this particular video on important judgment coming from Jharkhand High Court. Thank you once again.